What's going on, guys? I am Shxd, and today I wanted to do a little video. Um, so this is a beginner resources for any Ken players who are just getting started playing the Ken. I'm pretty sure y'all know some of the basics of Ken. You know, he does like fireballs, and he does like really good tattoos, really damage potential. When somebody makes mistakes and stuff like that, and really good confirms, and whatever whatnot, right? But what he's not really good at is the the range and mostly everything that you guys see in basically in tournaments or someone else's stream, stuff like that, right? So first off, basically, in Ken, this is a neutral tutorial. So I'm gonna show you guys how to play Ken in neutral. But first, I want to say like that, like this is not a really main thing for Ken, but it is probably the best way to get your offense started. So so Ken, most likely, he has the movement. Movement is pretty damn nice. I mean, like, movement is always good. It's always good for kind of like reaching them for like whiff punishing, and it's also kind of like good for like shimmy and stuff like that. So his backwalk is a little slow, but his forward walk is pretty damn fast. So it's not that bad. His movement is pretty good. Like, you don't have to really like kind of run, like in a neutral game. So you don't want to do that. So so Ken, basically his back speed and back walk speed and forward walk speed are both good. That's number one. Number two, you don't want to run in neutral. You don't want to do that, because then that makes it unsafe, and that makes the opponent get the reaction and do damage to you. So next thing I know is that it's like when people do that, they do like dive kick, or they'll just kind of like run and start doing like crouching, So, but me personally, I like to just to like do kind of like walk speed to see like what they're gonna do or whatever whatnot, right? So, yeah, but that's the things you should know. Especially playing Ken neutral. Playing Ken in neutral is always a good thing for Ken, because basically that's how his offense starts up against other people who are making just mistakes against him. Sometimes you might forget the neutral game with Ken, but if you learn the basics of it, then you're pretty much fine. So from there, it's just really simple as much as possible. So all right, so let's start with the basics of the neutral. You guys already know how it is. You can't jump. You really can't do anything. The only thing you do is crouch, and that's pretty much it. You have to just crouch as much as possible, because if you do that, it's better defense. And if anybody is trying to do like a or like trying to catch you off guard by just walking, then basically the crouching is the best thing for you, because mostly in this range, you can throw fireballs as much as possible, so you shouldn't be scared about that. So that's how you need to play neutral sometimes. And if you play neutral most like this, then you're a pretty good Ken player. So a lot of Ken players will definitely go in just for no reason, just kind of like go in, try to get some damage, stuff like that, try to get some like mix-ups in, and so kind of get some throws in. But basically, you want to be patient as much as possible. You don't want to really screw up yourself, especially in the matchup with any type of characters, really. So the distance. So the distance is basically right here. This is where you want to actually kind of move around and stuff like that. When you get closer to them, you kind of want to crouch block, because crouch blocking is always good for Ken. I will basically stand up for just overheads, because like mostly they'll try to like either like jab or try to like throw you. I mean, like when you're crouch blocking, you can still throw, but at the time, like just like when you get really close or whatever, or you just done doing like doing like your little frame trap, then that's probably why you need to kind of get, you know, like kind of just crouch block every time you done with your frame trap, or it's not your, or if it's not your turn, or you already did your turn, you know, stuff like that. And you should be good to go. And your defense should be a lot more better if you just crouch block a close range. So in close range, like I'll say that right here, because usually they'll kind of like walk in, and if you go a little bit closer, then you definitely got to start blocking, because you know a lot of players don't respect Ken. Now that I noticed that in season 2, because everybody's really like crazy with him now, because you know the overheads and you know the overhead setups, and you know a lot of you know a lot of things that are coming up, you know, with Ken. So I'm not really surprised about it, but you know it's just that, like, you know, hey, like, you don't respect him, you don't respect him. So so yeah, the range, basically you have to start from here. You want to start from like you can throw a fireball if you wanted to, like kind of like throw one, you know. Basically I'll throw like one of the light ones, because the light ones are a lot more better because they can jump and it's a lot faster recovery, to be honest. I mean, like, that's the only thing that that's something that I use. I don't use hard ones because, like, you know, I don't use hard fireballs because they're, you know, they're too fast and they're pretty much right to it. You can, I'm like, you can do it at a certain like situation where if they're trying to walk in, you could just throw, like, you just throw fireballs and stuff like that. So, but I really prefer this range, like right here. You know, just kind of get you started, because a lot of characters like Karen or Cammy or you know, or Urian has really long range hits. It's probably the best way if you just like kind of be on this, you know, like on this range, like right over here. So that's what you want to do. So, you know, so this range is better. It's always better, and it's always a better way to start your offense. So this range, this long range right here, don't be afraid to throw fireballs. I mean, like, you can throw a fireball if I slow with this, because usually, so let's say for example, right, let's record Ryu jumping, right? So he's playing neutral, right? And he's jumping. So now a couple times you might mess up. So just so you stand, you know. Okay, hold on, let me get this right. Sorry about that. So in long range, like right here, this is where you basically need to start, like, off. So control, and you know, and that's basically what you get right there. Now, if you do this consistently, you know, like if the fireball is too slow and people jump over it, you can have that EX Tatsu, like, just for free, because you know that's a bad range for them to like kind of like jump in, you know what I'm saying? So it's the you know, like I said, it's the best way to start up your offense. It's always the best to start your offense, like from this range or this range. So yeah, just keep that in mind, that you know, just the just the range in this area is always good for Ken, and also this range too, also as well. So all right. Next is baiting. So as you're playing neutral, I like, you know, jab, you know, just kind of see, like, you know, like what they're gonna do or whatever. Now this is a thing where you play neutral, right? But you want them to like jump in certain like situations, especially like when you throw like one fireball, and you know, you just basically whiff like a standing like kick or like a jab or a standing jab, you know. So when you do these are like the pretty good like way to kind of get your opponent jumping, or kind of, or you know, or just baiting, or just kind of like baiting them to jump, you know. So the more you do that, the more you become better at neutral. So you know, you can get in for a melee if you wanted to. So I'll do another example. Oops, right there. Just my neutral, right? You get a you know, like, you get a free DP. So watch, I do a fireball. Oops, one time. There you go. So it's throwing fireballs, right? You know, and he's like jumping. You know, so you just kind of sitting there like jabbing, and you're basically DPing, like, but you get what I'm trying to say, though, you know. So if you throw a fireball, you know, and if he blocks it, you know, you jab or whatever to kind of bait him to jump, that's probably the best way to get people to jump, and then you're really good at neutral. So just keep that in mind, that those are things that you should learn, especially playing neutral with Ken, because you know, like, because it's not that bad, so it's actually pretty easy. So it's not that bad. All you have to do is just like throw 1 or 2 fireballs, and then you just like jab, and then if they jump, you can just go for DP, or in the long range, you could just go like for fireball, and then EX Tatsu if they jump. So yeah, that's basically how you play neutral with Ken. Like I said, like you have so many options. You have so many options to get your offense going. So it's like, it's not that bad. You just got to keep practicing as much as possible. Because I know a lot of campers like to jump to, you know, just kind of get in and, you know, try to do some really weird frame traps and stuff like that. So, but if you be patient as much as possible, I guarantee you probably be a good Ken player. Excuse me, but that's it, guys. And if you guys have any questions, or you guys concerned about anything, just hit me up in the comment box below, or go to my twitter.com/Shxd, SHX, I can't speak, SHXDD_, okay? If you guys are concerned or have any questions, okay? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys learn neutral with Ken, and I will see you guys next time.